Washington called the Red Company. We manufacture the product. It's a cementitious overlay, a decorative product.
I've gone to some of the classes of skimstone, and I saw the process of doing it, and I was amazed by some of the results of some of the patios and the Modellos that came out of that class. And I was like, I'd like to do something bigger with it.
It's a custom design, which Modello Designs has been kind enough to ship out here for us. Melanie's been really great working with us on this project. So in this pattern here, everything that you see in black is eventually going to have the lighter color that you're seeing on these boards. The maintenance is going to be pretty akin to a hardwood floor, so very low maintenance is required. Something non-solvent, something green, eco-friendly is generally what we recommend. And the lifespan should be indefinite so long as you maintain your sealers. And I mean, the colors are all UV stable, so even out here on a porch like this, you don't have to be too worried about the color fading or losing the beauty of your skimstone floor. Well, we're going to be putting down 5 different layers of color. We're going to put our industrial gray base coat down, then we're going to add 2 custom colors of kind of a Moroccan sand blend, and a couple of coats of that really textured pretty heavily to add artificial texture to it. Since it's such a thin coating, we're really going to have to kind of add the texture to it. Once that's done, then we're going to place the Modello stencil down and add multiple layers of a special blend as well of kind of an oyster shell color. And once that sets up, it should be safe to peel our stencil and start mixing up for our base coat color into skimstone. It's going to be in a 4-ounce industrial gray. We're about shy of 300 square feet, so a gallon ought to cover it. If not, we're going to have to run and find some more color in here. But this is just to give us some accent colors behind. As we go applying and layering the colors, it'll add to the effect. And it's a liquid coloring, 4-ounce color pack, so we're just adding the entire thing to 1 gallon. That'll give us, again, our 4-ounce shade. Just undoing our 3rd coat and our base coat mix of the skimstone. It's a micro topping. It's the classification for it. It's an overlay. It's a cementitious product. So really what it is, it's a hybridized Portland cement trowel applied product. And it goes on very, very thin coats. So we have the gray as our base, and we have a couple of colored coats on there. And over the top of that, we're going to be overlaying a Modello stencil, which is a sticky back stencil, and troweling product on top of that. And once that's cured, we'll be able to peel off the stencil, and we'll have our art piece inlaid in the center there. And once it's satisfactory, we'll be able to seal it and lock in our color and make it pop. We're going to be tackling a very large Modello stencil. It comes in about 12 pieces, so lining it all up and making sure it's all in place exactly where we want it before we actually stick it down. Since it is a one-time use stencil, it's important that we get it just where we want it before we actually mix up our colorant, and I'll let Brooks explain a little bit about that process.
Color. Well, we have a eggshell, oyster eggshell. That's what we'll be troweling that on. In the bare spots, you can see that's where the color will go in. And once we have that troweled on, and we're doing 2 coats of the egg.
I think we're going to be doing a couple of coats of the eggshell color.
Okay. And after that dries, we pull up the Modello, and boom, there's your pattern.
So we have our Modello down. We have a couple of coats of skimstone applied over that. It's fully cured, and we're in one of the most important steps in the sealant. And really what that's going to do is lock in the color and really make it pop, bring out a lot of that shade variation, and hopefully give it a lot of longevity to the lifespan of the product and be beautiful for years to come. It's going to give you an overview of the process. It's a skimstone micro-topping overlay done in conjunction with Modello stencils, and Melanie Royals has been kind enough to let us use some of her products here, showcased with Premier Showcase Homes. And it's taken a couple of different coats, overlaying multiple colors to achieve this stunning carpet or rug pattern that we have out here today. And it's probably one of the first residential applications that we've seen in the Nashville area. It's probably the first in conjunction with Premier Homes. So we're pretty excited about the possibilities for the product.
We're finished. This beautiful Modello rug in this outdoor living area is ready for use. We waited 48 hours to install our furniture. This Modello rug finish is beautiful. It adds warmth to the space, and it's going to be wonderful for our guests. If they spill anything, we don't have to worry about stains. It's sealed, it's protective, it's ready to go.